Hi you guys, I hope all is well.
Are you mocking me? Stop that, man. No.
Okay, you say it.
No.
No, I messed up.
I'm not saying it.
You have to. The fans want it. People need it.
Hi you guys, I hope all is well. This is pretty much going to be a video of kind of telling a story on about how we met, and you guys know I share because I always feel somehow my experience will always benefit someone. So this is pretty much our story, and if you guys have any questions, kindly write it below. I would personally, I don't know, maybe on this process I might share my journey myself, but if you guys want me to make a separate video about kind of how I went from single to engaged, now soon to be married, I would gladly do that for you. So I will start. This is my lovely fiance, Canon. Yeah, so yeah, I guess now he's being shy, although he's very talkative when we're doing vlog. I don't understand why he's doing this silence right now. So can you stop shaking your legs? It's not that serious. He's scared because, you know,
I'm tired.
The vlog, YouTube have a lot of crazy people, and I don't know what's happening last night. I think the wind and the birds are just fighting.
It's the birds and the bees.
So yeah, you wanna kind of introduce yourself a little bit to the people?
Hi, I'm Kadeem. I'm 20 something.
You don't need to say your age, it's okay.
It's not your business. And I'm engaged to this lovely dark-skinned girl here who doesn't like when I touch her face because it will
permanent pimples, permanent pimples.
So I'm Priska's fiance. Priska, also by God's grace, happens to be my fiance. It's working out pretty well so far. I want it to be over as soon as possible. I want it to end well in marriage. So that's what we're working with.
Okay, we're working with, and yeah, it's soon going to happen. How did we get? Should we tell the whole entire story?
From the beginning?
From the beginning, like, you wanna hear the funny part is like, there's so many times we've been at the same place at the exact same time that we didn't know each other. That's just to show you that when it's God's time, it's God's time. And personally, based on my own personal experience, what I came to realize is that you don't need to pursue any man. You don't need to be at a specific place. You don't need to go to a specific event for you to meet that guy. No, you don't need to go online dating. You have to believe that when the time comes, he will show up. God will do away. God does not need our help to give us what is ours already, you know. So just trust your journey, and yeah, I'm gonna start. How we met, babe? How we met? What's your story? Start from the beginning until the end. Put a ring on it.
Okay. Once, long ago.
Oh my God.
There was a beautiful princess. Beautiful African princess. No, what happened was I was asked to be at a wedding party for, if you don't know, Priska is from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Better now.
I am Canadian. I'm from Ontario. I'm originally from Hamilton, but my parents are from Jamaica. Yeah. So I somehow or another ended up around a lot of Congolese people like many years before I met Priska, and there was a girl who was getting married, but she needed a groomsman to be at her fiance's side, and so she asked me. We knew each other. We were pretty cool, so I did it, and I went to the wedding, and it was really fun, and there was a lot going on. But I didn't really care because I saw a girl who was so dark. She was so black, and she was in a yellow dress.
Okay, wait. I just want to know, when somebody say you're so dark, is that a compliment?
It's a compliment. The world has convinced black people that it's not a compliment to be very dark. The blacker the berry, I don't even like that. But look at her. She's really dark, and she's really beautiful. And I'm a firm believer in dark-skinned girls. I don't dislike light-skinned girls.
Oh no.
My mom is a light-skinned girl, and I love her or whatever. But if I have to make my choice, we can clearly see that this is what I do, right? So, anyways, beautiful, beautiful dark-skinned girl in a yellow dress, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And she was there with her husband, and like
My brother.
he was like a bear, and I was like, well, I better stop looking at his girl before he kills me. No, I didn't think it was a husband. I thought like this is his girlfriend or whatever. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna get beat up at this wedding by a guy this big who wants me to stop looking at his girl. That's not working. So I just whatever. And then I saw her again after that. The wedding was nice. It was fine. It was cool. It passed. After that, there was a funeral again in the Congolese community, and she was there, and she was. Me and my pastor, we were standing in the back because it was really full. So we were standing in the back on the wall, and then she came in, and she kind of, like I said, I was on the wall. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, I was on the wall, leaning against the wall, and you know, I'm a God-fearing man. You know, but when stuff happens, you have to just recognize that that's the stuff that happens, and maybe girls will try to tell you something. Because she came into the funeral, and she walked past me, but the space was so tight that she kind of had to like bubble past me.
Oh my God!
Like,
You stop that. So I gave you a bubble.
She just kind of, excuse me, and she was wearing a black dress, and she was really pretty and dark. And it was a funeral. And that was the second time I saw her. And then a few months after that, a month after that, she added me on Instagram. When she likes to debate that she didn't. But the moral of the story is that she added me on Instagram.
I still feel like I have to explain.
Explain.
Okay.
Everyone will understand
Guys,
that you added me.
if you guys have Instagram, you guys know this. If a friend of yours likes, if you go on the like section, you're trying to see who liked your picture, and then there's a section where you say following, right? You could see people that you follow, the pictures that they like. So I think somebody liked a motivational post that he posted. So I thought his page. Huh? What'd you say?
I don't like those motivational posts. I don't post them.
You want me to show you which picture it was?
Yeah, I do.
I will show you. I don't even think you remove a lot of pictures actually.
No, that picture never existed. So. Continue. Sorry.
Anyway, I know I followed him because I was curious to know who was this person behind the post, and yeah, and then he followed me. But
the moral of the story.
Before I added him, what did you do? He was stalking me.
Oh yeah, I'm not even ashamed. She had her profile open, so I was like.
He will go on my Instagram and stalk me. And now he's trying to make it seem that I didn't even know nothing about you until you followed me.
No, that's not true. I mean, she followed me. I didn't follow her. As much as I was on her profile, I didn't follow her.
That reminded my sister's story. Why can't you be a leader? Why must you follow people? Go on.
She followed me on Instagram. And I tried to, she doesn't believe. I was there with my pastor. I was like, yo, that dark-skinned girl followed me. What dark-skinned girl? Because he didn't remember.
And what did the pastor say?
And I was like, this one. I was like, this one. He's like, oh, that's Priska. Yeah, I know her. Her sister, her brother. She didn't follow you, man. You followed her.
You see, even the pastor said she didn't follow you.
But if I'm saying this, I'm saying it with the confidence of I know you followed me. I don't care what anybody else
Okay, we're going to stick to that story that I followed him.
Anyways, in due time, I thought it was a respectful thing to follow her back, so I did. If only to appease her appetite. I did, and that was not it. That was the beginning. So
not even the beginning.
I guess
because we never talked.
No, never. That was the end of the year.
I'm the one that only posts pictures because he never posts pictures. So no. I even forgot about him because who knows who you follow and when you follow, because there's so much posts.
No, she has 900 people. That's why she has so much posts.
I don't have 900 people. Oh yeah, followers? Yeah, that's true. I follow a lot of people. Go on.
That was at the end of the year. And the beginning of next year, I found her on Facebook. And I added her on Facebook. That happened, world. I added her on Facebook.
And you know why how did he add me? Because my sister purposely posted a picture of us and she tagged me, my name on it. and that was the only way you knew that, like, oh, so she have a Facebook, huh?
I think that's what she thinks, but I knew she had Facebook for a year. Like, before I knew she had Instagram. And I'm just telling her this now.
Yo, your stalker system was intense.
Yeah, man, I don't have any shame. Like, look where I am right now. So I won. My stalker thing paid off.
Whatever, you're such a stalker. Okay.
Yeah, I added her on Facebook, whatever. But then, her sister started attending my church. She saw that, you know, she knows her older sister Sandra. She knows her, that she's someone who fears God, loves God, and she doesn't invest in relationships that are gonna start today and stop tomorrow.
Yes.
And she came to church and she saw that I was a serious young man, a preacher, all that kind of stuff. And I guess she thought that she figured, oh, this guy would be good for my sister. Little did she know I was already plotting on them. Like, since that wedding day, I was like, if I ever see this girl again, and slowly but
Shortly by shortly. Sorry, the camera stopped, so you were saying. Yeah, I know, kind of. My camera stopped. Baby, come down.
Yeah. What was I saying?
You said by my sister.
Her sister, yeah, you know, her sister started attending my church with her husband, and her and senior pastor.
What you were saying? I'll cut down that part.
No, we'll get there. We'll get there. But her and senior pastor, they thought that they were plotting on me, like, hey, let's hook Krista and Kadeem up and da 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 da. Back when I added Priska when Priska added me to Instagram, and I added her back, and I was saying, wow, this dark skinned girl is so beautiful. My pastor didn't know that I was. Anybody seen Inception? My pastor didn't know that I was putting the idea in his head so that he could lure her to the church somehow, some way. And it worked, because her sister invited her to church on a day when I was preaching, and we hung out. After that, all of us, you know, her sister's husband, me, senior pastor and his wife, single me and single her. And we hung out and we ate and all that kind of stuff. And the next day, yeah, they thought they were slick. They tried to, like, it was so gross, man.
So Priska, what made you become a Christian? What inspired you to become a Christian?
So
Kadeem, what made you?
Like, just the dumbest questions. Like,
what inspired you to become a? So what's your future goals, Priska?
Not dumb questions, very good question. But in the context, it's like, we all know why we're all here. We know what you're trying to do. You're not slick. And
but
they're just like, what?
Okay, so you wanna. The thing is, when I first, I knew my sister was planning something. So when she invited me, I kind of had my guard up, where I was like, oh, I'm not gonna pay this guy no mind. Which is true. When I got at church, he was all shy. He's like, hello, my name is Kadeem. I'm like, hi, being all smiley with my big smile. And then
she's wearing a white dress with like pink stuff on it. What is that stuff on it? What's on it?
It's flowers.
Like flowers.
Pink flowers.
And she was so black and like.
I'll actually insert a picture of the dress. So I have this thing where I think if you just start telling me how God how God can impact your life and all that. If I was talking, I will automatically stop paying attention. There's something about that I'm so moved.
What did they say that day?
We were at Annie's house, and then when they started asking us questions, like, you know, how were you born again, like when did you become born again, and then you were telling kind of your story. I went from I was playing with my nephew the whole entire time when we were there. I was playing with my nephew and all of that, and then he started. He doesn't like me, and he's my nephew.
But he loves me.
My nephew, my sister's child loves him more than me. But that's beside the point. And he just started talking. It's so funny because you think some stuff in your head, but you feel like, you know what? Maybe it's only me who experienced that. It's love. Okay. Maybe it's only me who thinks like that. It's only me that who speaks like that. But it was so funny because the way he was talking, I went from like playing with my nephew to like looking at him, and I'm like, oh, this guy's actually interesting. But of course, you know, sister had to keep her game on. So I was like, yeah, that's right. Good. And then what happened?
Yeah, so she's not slick either, but that's okay. I knew that she was about this life. I knew that she was feeling this dude who needs a lineup.
Okay, you just
Don't worry
need to
about
calm
that.
down. Calm down.
Okay, anyways.
We just need to bring a little bit notch.
What happened after that?
I don't know what happened after
Yeah.
that.
So them, they were making everything awkward, and it was like, just please let me do my thing. And you know,
Of course
when
they
it was
did it.
done, we were trying to go home, and everyone's like, it turned into this weird, awkward.
Really
fest of
weird,
shaking
because you know
hands.
what? They all came in. They all went to get the car, and the car was just standing in front of the building. And both of us, we came out of the building at the same time, and all of them were just standing in front of the car, and they're just looking at us like, yo, so what's gonna happen? So what's gonna? I'm like, what the hell? This is
And
so.
senior
awkward.
pastor whispers to me, and he can't whisper.
Yeah.
He's like,
Get your number.
get her number. I was like, yo, bro, just relax, man. And then I just let them go. It was nice to meet you and blah, blah, blah.
And I'm like, I guess I'll see you on Instagram.
Yeah, I think she did say that.
I did say, I'm like, I guess I'll see you on Instagram.
And so me and senior pastor be home for the rest of the day. It was like, okay, she was cool. You guys aren't slick. She was nice. And then at the end of the day, we went to,
You drove.
we drove from Toronto to Ajax, which is like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, 30
From
minutes,
East York.
45, depending if there's traffic.
Yeah, from East York to Ajax. We drove to her sister's house.
Yes.
And the sister and the brother-in-law were there, and this is where I brought my game to an end. I was like listening to them talk and everything, and they were talking about something that I couldn't possibly care. And then they were like, man of God, what do you think about that? And I turned to my brother-in-law and I was like, man, you know what? I think the only thing I'm interested in right now is you giving me Priska's number. And they were like, hey! And I was like,
And then my sister just gave it to you whole story.
I don't remember anything she said. Like now I don't remember. But she like for weeks, Sandra was like, you know my sister,
is that yes?
she's not a joke.
Is it
right? Oh no, you have to edit that.
I'm not. I'm not.
She'll kill me. You have to edit
She won't kill you.
that. Sandra's like, my sister's not a game. She don't play. And like she really doesn't play because like.
Look at me. I'm joking. I'm joking.
But I got the number. And then I text her the next day in the morning.
No, not in the morning. It was in the afternoon.
In the afternoon, fine. I was like, hey, Priska, this is Kadeem. We met yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you can give me a call or something like that. Maybe I can give you a call later. And she texts
I
back.
remember quote unquote what exactly.
What did I
you
say?
said. You're like, hey, Priska, this is Kadeem. I got your number from Fleet, and
Brother.
yeah, my brother-in-law. He's like, I got your number from Fleet, and they advised me that you finish a little bit late. You mind if I will give you a call later? And I was like, Kadeem? I don't know Kadeem.
And I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna go hang myself or something.
No, you know what? Because I knew that
She texts back, Kadeem. I don't know no Kadeem.
No, you know what? I knew with everything that was going on with, my sister. By the way, I ended up confessing to him that like my sister was giving me updates all the time. I knew that he was gonna make a move before he even made a move. Because he said, there's this guy at my church that likes you. And I'm like, I'm not coming at church so I could check him out. She's like, just come. So I knew already that like there was somebody at the church.
I think she only came because I was Jamaican, because she's not interested in guys from her own country.
Oh, I am so editing that part. I am so editing that
The
part.
fact that she's saying that she's
That is so not true. That is so. You know what? The way I look at it is like this, and I that's what I also explain to my friend is. I never believed because I'm from Africa that I should marry an African, and the way I see it, God only looks at us as like one. There's no black or white, or Chinese, African, Jamaican. They don't look at it that. And having the opportunity to come to Canada, where it allows you to kind of explore other culture and not live based on stereotype like the media lies to us. You learn to know that like it doesn't matter where the person comes from, as long as they have the same value as you, especially the same belief as you, the same future goals. That's all that matters. So I always knew that most likely I would not end up with an African because I grew up really not around like people from my community. I grew up with other culture, which just happens to be Jamaicans, But I never programmed in my head that I would specifically marry a Jamaican. It just happens that you're Jamaican. But one of the things I've always aimed for is like Christian. You have to be a Christian. It was a must for me. you have to be a Christian and a God-fearing, not the one that quote the Bible, no, the one that actually lives by it. So that was like a deal, a break. Like if you had that, it was a set for me. So, and I went with based on peace. Like when my sister told me that he was gonna call me the next day, no, my sister told me we gave Kadeem your number. Are you okay with that? Without hesitation, I said yeah, that's fine. But my sister, she was even shocked because she knows like I will ask them really question. I'll tell them, you know what, y'all let me go pray about it, and I'll see how God moves you about it.
She loved me.
But I don't know. I had this sense of peace, and I was like, you know what? Let's see how this goes. And we spoke every single day. When you called me, what did you say? Hear this. What did you say?
First of all, I want to make it clear that when I text her, I said all the stuff that she said I said, and she texts back, Kadeem, I don't know no Kadeem. And I was like, yeah, why don't I just go and hang myself now? Shame is too great. And then she was like, just joking, haha, yeah, that's cool, call me. And I was like, oh, so she's funny. And then I don't remember anything after that except her being really cool. Like really, really cool.
So you're not gonna remember all the corny stuff she said to me?
She's the one who said corny stuff. What did I say corny?
Hello. Hey, good evening, good evening. How was your day? Good. Yeah, so I just wanted to
oh yeah. This was a waste man thing.
I just want to invite you to coffee on the weekend, and we are Monday. I want to buy you for coffee on the weekend, and you know, and then we could like maybe just like talk. What do you say about that? You know, I told that to my sister. My sister goes, coffee. That's where he wants to take you.
Or tea, I don't know.
She's like, you want to? No, that's what he said. No, he's like, I want you to take you to take some tea. My sister's like, tea? What? Tea? And I was like, okay, cool. And he's like, all right, okay, then good night. I'm like,
she was like, that's it?
That's it?
I mean,
I'm like, wait, so you not gonna talk to me until Saturday? You're like, well, you just finished work, you know, and I know you must be tired. I'm like, listen, this is when my day starts, like literally now. And then we ended up talking for how long?
some hours. And then we speak every day.
3 hours, and we spoke ever since.
And then when we finally met on Sunday, I just said to her, yo man, just be my girlfriend, man. Come on.
It was not like that. Not like that at all.
You love
It was probably the best. Can you be my girl? Can you be my girl? Performance.
Tell them what I said.
So we didn't think I was going for tea. We went for sushi. This camera doesn't fear God.
For sushi.
It's so ridiculous. Yeah. So we went for sushi, and then in the middle there is like. He have this thing when he tries to be serious. He have to cough, you know, for sure.
Do that?
Yeah.
I don't think I do that.
So, you know, as I told you, I have something important to tell you.
I didn't say that, man.
Oh, keep in mind, in that time my sister was feeding me. It's like, Priska, you know, this is a man of God. So, you know, like a man of his position, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend is not really something that is recommended. It's not something that's recommended. So most likely you guys can be like, if you guys gonna date or be in a relationship, you guys can really be on the boyfriend and girlfriend status for too long. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all people already started talking about marriage? But the funny thing, when God's time comes, it's like everything kind of works as if it was like planned for you, you know? And me and my friends, we talk. Every time we were talking about like our future spouse, we were like, we want somebody that will come that already know, like he knows that the destination is for us to be married, like, and we always knew that like we won't stay in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, for too long. And believe it or not, I have 2 of my girls that are getting married in July. I'm getting married in August, and I have another one that's getting married in September. And we all kind of met the guy like last year, and it's. Surround yourself with people that have the same vision as you, and you guys motivate you guys to not only, you know, let your life, you know, kind of testify God's glory, but at the same time, you guys motivate you guys to grow to the woman that God destined for you guys to be. It's very important. But the way he asked me, it was like
I was so serious.
he was so serious. I
Like
know.
the least serious kind of way.
You are serious. Don't say that about yourself. He pretty much asked me to marry him the first day. It was. Can you see? I don't know. When he's serious, all these movement just stops. He looks at you straight in the eye with that blinking.
But when I'm not.
Silly as hell. Yeah. So he tells me. What did he tell me? Oh, you want me to say? Sorry. He tells me, and he's like, you know, I'm interested in you. I think you're a beautiful girl, but I want you. He's like, I want you to be my girl. No, I want to date you. And I was like, you want to date me? He's like, I want to date you. You know, I want us to be together. I'm like, no. You want to date me? Or do you want me to be your girlfriend? Then he goes, no, I want you to be my girlfriend. And then he goes, but you have to know, if you decide to be my girlfriend, know that I have the intention of marrying you. I have the intention of marrying you. So if you're saying yes, just know that we're starting pretty much cold, as people would say. He didn't use that term, but it's pretty much the term that people say. Now we're starting the courting. Yeah. So at first I was like, no. He's like, no. I'm like, of course, yes, of course. So I've already said I do before I do. So that's why everybody's like, how come you're not stressed about your marriage and all that? I'm like, because I've already said I do before I do.